Are you a fan of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast? Known for its fluid and conversational style, the show has sparked debate since its inception, covering everything from politics to medicine to MMA. But with open dialogue comes controversy, and Rogan's exclusive deal with Spotify has only added fuel to the fire.
Joe Rogan just got a $100 million deal from Spotify, according to Wall Street Journal, to move his entire podcast.
Despite this, the podcast remains at the top of its game, with Chartable ranking it the number 1. In this video, we'll dive into the top 10 most controversial topics and guests on the Joe Rogan Experience, exploring the moments that had people talking long after the episode ended. Here we begin.
Fuck yeah.
The Joe Rogan Experience with Candace Owens. In 2018, Candace Owens appeared on Joe Rogan's show, discussing her views on various political topics. However, it was her stance on climate change that sparked controversy. Owens expressed her disbelief in climate change and criticized its politicization. However, she said, "I think the climate always changes, I guess. Do I believe that this is like an issue that global warming, which they changed, conveniently got rid of the word once scientists started disproving it. So now they only say climate change. No, I think that was just a way to extract dollars from Americans."
Most scientists agree that human beings are negatively affecting climate change.
Despite the polarizing views of Owens, Rogan's show provides a platform for open discussion and debate, free from time constraints and hidden agendas. Joe Rogan misreports Wildfires Story. Episode number 1538. During a conversation with British author Douglas Murray on episode number 1538 on his podcast, Joe Rogan gave an example of activists starting wildfires in Portland, Oregon. However, the claim was quickly debunked by the FBI.
Is that it demoralizes you and it makes you a smaller person.
And major news outlets, leading to widespread criticism of Rogan for irresponsibly spreading false information. The incident gained significant traction on social media and was even reported on by mainstream media. In response, Rogan quickly issued an apology on Twitter and made the JRE episode private on YouTube. He wrote, "I fucked up on the podcast with Douglas Murray and said that people got arrested lighting fires in Portland. That turns out to not be true. I was very irresponsible, not looking into it before I repeated it." The Joe Rogan Experience with Dr. Jordan Peterson. Dr. Jordan Peterson became more widely known after appearing on the Joe Rogan Experience. During the podcast, he expressed his views and concerns about political correctness.
I want to talk to you about activists, because it's something that you brought up earlier, saying that you find them unappealing.
However, he also faced opposition due to his beliefs on political correctness and climate change. Peterson also made a controversial statement about solar energy. More people die yearly from solar energy than from nuclear power.
More people die every year from solar energy than die from nuclear.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Since then, Peterson has started his podcast and interviewed several notable figures, including actor Matthew McConaughey. In addition, his YouTube channel, which features his speaking engagements and lecture recordings, has over 5 million subscribers. The Joe Rogan Experience with Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden's 2019 appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience was highly controversial.
Bulk collection of Americans' phone records was illegal. And this is the very first sort of mass surveillance program that I and the journalists...
Even though he wasn't present in the studio. During the episode, Snowden, responsible for the infamous National Security Agency leaks in 2013, discussed internet security and global surveillance. He criticized the use of smartphones as tools for gathering personal information. Snowden shed light on the issue, saying, "This is what a real-world conspiracy looks like. It doesn't have to be a smoking man behind closed doors. It's lawyers and politicians. It's ordinary people to the management level." Despite the controversy surrounding Snowden, his episode has been viewed over 35 million times on YouTube, making it one of the most popular on the show. The Joe Rogan Experience with Elon Musk. Elon Musk's 2018 appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, with over 59 million views on YouTube, was a rare one. Musk, the founder of SpaceX and CEO of Tesla, discussed a variety of topics during the 2-hour-long episode. One such topic was reducing traffic congestion in Los Angeles, where he suggested building tunnels.
Tunnels will help it. We're going to have traffic.
That'll help a lot.
Yeah.
How many of those can you put in there?
That's the thing about tunnels is you can go 3D. So you can go many levels.
Until you hit hell.
Yeah. You can have 100 levels of tunnel. No problem.
Jesus Christ. I don't want to be on 99.
Musk also shared his thoughts on regulating artificial intelligence, which he considers a serious threat. It was not on Joe Rogan's show, but he stated that AI is potentially more dangerous than nukes, and this needs to be addressed sooner than later. Hearing this from Elon Musk himself, the world should take his worry seriously. The episode received criticism for a brief moment where Musk was seen smoking cannabis with Rogan. As a result, Tesla's stock price initially dropped, but it recovered soon after. The Joe Rogan Experience with Alex Jones. Alex Jones is one of the most contentious guests to ever appear on the Joe Rogan Experience.
One day, I'm there and it's the woman in the pickles break. Particularly when I was a kid, it was more intense.
That is fucking crazy. So for 5 years you had the same dream and then one day it happened?
Yes.
Was it exactly how you dreamt it?
Yes.
Fuck.
His views and opinions have been controversial, yet his episodes have drawn in millions of viewers. Back in February 2019, Alex Jones tried to persuade Joe Rogan to host Andrew Tate on his show. Andrew Tate is currently one of the most viewed figures across the world.
I don't give a fuck.
But back to Alex Jones, who is a journalist and the host of the website InfoWars, where he has propagated various conspiracy theories, earning him a significant following. Despite his divisive reputation, Rogan invited him as a guest, along with Eddie Bravo, another polarizing figure. Jones' appearances on JRE have been characterized as chaotic and entertaining over the years.
There's a turtle, there's a fish, there's a log. That's why it's like random. Like, what is this? What is that exactly?
He has stirred up so much controversy that, at one point, some listeners noticed that episodes featuring him were removed from Spotify, though they have since been reinstated. Over the years, Joe Rogan was defending Alex Jones by saying that he'd gotten things right, just like the Bohemian Grove, a secret club where powerful people partake in satanic seeming rituals. Shared by Donald Trump. Joe Rogan faced criticism during the 2020 election for expressing his preference for Trump over Biden due to concerns about Biden's age and mental state. However, the situation escalated when Trump himself got involved. Rogan compared Biden to a flickering flashlight in the dark woods, which Trump shared on social media, generating even more interest in Rogan's political views. This led to accusations that Rogan was endorsing one of the most controversial presidents in U.S. history, a claim he denies. Jack Dorsey, episode number 1236. In 2019, Joe Rogan interviewed the former CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, on his podcast, which received significant criticism from fans. Many accused Rogan of asking Dorsey easy questions, and some viewers wanted him to address the controversy around the company's alleged bias in banning accounts. After the backlash, Rogan apologized to his audience in a subsequent episode. To make amends, he invited Dorsey and Twitter policy leader Vijaya Gade for a second interview to address the topics fans felt were not covered in the initial interview. Joe Rogan's take on vaccines, episode number 1639. In the April 2021 interview with Dave Smith, Joe Rogan stirred up controversy by stating that he didn't believe young and healthy people needed vaccination. The clip went viral and was picked up by mainstream media outlets such as CNN and MSNBC. Even Dr. Anthony Fauci, the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, condemned Rogan's remarks and deemed them incorrect. The backlash grew so intense that the White House released a statement criticizing the JRE host. In a subsequent episode, Rogan clarified his position and argued that he was pro-vaccination, but felt that people had taken his nuanced stance out of context. His transphobic comments. During a podcast episode, Joe Rogan sparked controversy when he made comments about transgender fighter Fallon Fox, who had been accused of having an unfair advantage against her cisgender competitors in MMA. Rogan expressed his disagreement with Fox being allowed to compete against women, saying, if you had a dick at one point in time, you also have all the bone structure that comes with having a dick. You have bigger hands, you have bigger shoulder joints. You're a fucking man. That's a man. Okay. After receiving backlash for his comments, Rogan claimed that they were taken out of context. This is our list. Let us know in the comments what his most controversial statement is.
Oh, come on!
Make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an update.